It's the best of the Morning X, and we apologize in advance. 99X.
Now, I like to buy my produce up at that International Farmers Market on Peachtree Industrial up there near Claremont, right about there. I don't know if you guys...
P-end.
You been there?
Stinks in there.
It smells like ass in there.
I went in there one time. I was going to be all organic, and I was like, you know what? I don't know.
Most of your quality produce does smell like ass.
No, it smells like ass because if you really want to learn about what differentiates us and the rest of the world, check out our food and their food. And at the International Farmers Market, there is food that not only do you not eat, there is food you've never heard of and food you've never seen and food you can't imagine is even food.
Well, that's where we shopped for Urban Survivor when we got some of those eating contests.
And so I was perusing the aisles because they do have amazing produce there. They have stuff that you can't find anywhere else, things that are shipped in, 18 different kind of mangoes, and it's good fruit. And I passed by one of the freezers and saw something that I thought, and I looked at it and I was like, all right, look, I know that like the Indonesians eat a lot of weird stuff, and I know that sometimes you go into a Mexican food, they eat tripe, stuff like that. I know that they eat bizarre things in other countries, but I can't imagine who the hell is buying and eating this. Now, I would like the five of you, Barnes, Leslie, Todd, Calandra, Crash, to please leave the room for a second because I'd like to tell the listeners a little secret about what's going to happen here so that when you see what I bought, they understand what you're looking at. All right. So if you could please leave, just go in the other room for a second.
All right.
All righty. You can even look in there because I don't think the monitor's on, is it? No. Turn the monitor off in there. All right, you can look in through the window here because I don't think you can hear. Is the monitor off? Wave to me when it's off. All right. I found in the freezer, they're all out of the room, in the meat section, a full pig's head. A full freaking pig's head with the eyes and the nose and the ears attached, cellophane wrapped, and on the little styrofoam tray, like it was in the grocer's freezer and there was a little sign that said pig's heads, $7. And I know I'm a vegetarian, but I was compelled to buy one because that's what's going to happen here. So they're going to be presented with a pig's head. All right, you guys can come in. I motioned to them in. All right. I was having a little... there was kind of, for a minute there, like I was the only one in the room on the air. And
we were talking about leaving.
I was in heaven.
You just talk to yourself all day.
I could pontificate.
Yeah, it's actually what Crash said, that by the time it took you to tell that story, it could be like an hour or so.
All right, now. So, Dan, you're back. Good. So anyway, so I was at the International Farmers Market, and I went into the freezer area where they have the various different, animals and things like that. And I saw something.
Uh-oh.
And I can't even, for the life of me,
he's reaching under the desk.
Who would buy this, and what would you freaking do with it?
Okay. I'm not looking.
Okay, he's under the desk. He has disappeared completely from our sight.
Turned around.
Which isn't a hard thing for him to do, because he's about neck level of the desk anyway.
Oh, what is...
When's the last time a Jew bought that?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God, dude.
It's a pig head.
I am going to throw
I want to wear that for Halloween. Let me wear that and run around the office.
What the hell with the eyes and everything going on?
It's the actual head of a pig.
It's a scalped head of a pig.
It's a full pig's head.
What did that cost?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, well, that set you back.
$7.63.
That's it for a pig.
It stinks.
Look, his eyeball is looking at Barnes.
He's looking right at you, Leslie.
That is grotesque.
But it's like they don't even cut it up. They just like lop off the pig's head and they wrap it in a bag.
That is so sick.
And they put it in the freezer. Pig's head, $7.63 a pound or whatever it is.
Right.
Who buy? Yeah, what do you do with that?
What do you do with this?
JB walked out of the store with it.
I feel like I'm in a Nine Inch Nails video.
It's a pig's head with cellophane
Little snout.
around it.
Saran
wrap.
And
Barnes, can you smell it?
It can smell you. There's the snout.
Look at his snout.
That's a big snout.
I know. And I mean, I'm thinking, look in the inside.
And that is sealed, I hope, all right?
That is.
Ew, look at all the blood.
Not.
Ew, that looks like it's fresh.
Look there's the stem of
See
its
the
brain,
bone?
and
Look at that. All these people are calling. Maybe they
much
know.
did that
Hey,
cost,
Morning X,
Jimmy?
hello.
$7.63.
I know what they do with those. I saw one at this grocery store in sort of a more soul food part of town.
What
Yeah.
do they do with them?
They either boil them with stew or they make pig's head cheese.
Pig's head
Pig's head
cheese.
I kid you not, it's a soul food thing.
What could be more vile and disgusting?
I don't know. I was about 6 years old, and it was the grossest thing I'd ever seen, and I've never seen it since.
Yeah, but pork chops and bacon taste great. That's just another part of a pig. Who's to
I
say
agree.
that?
This one still has the eyes in it,
He
Crash.
keeps
They
pointing
don't
it at
even-
me.
They don't even try to make it look like something else. Like when you go buy bacon, it doesn't look
Like a
like
pig.
a pig. It looks like bacon. This is a pig's head. Have we explained that this is a pig's head?
I mean,
And
it's got
the
the eyes,
snout
the
is looking
nose.
at
the
me.
ears are.
It's
look at the
skinned.
ears.
It
Oh,
looks-
there's his ears. Oh.
It looks kind of like an
It
elephant.
looks fake.
I don't know. I
mean,
agree.
it just-
I don't think you have to use every part. It's okay to throw some parts away.
It
Make
looks,
some
They
hot
leave
dogs.
the eye just right in there.
it looks like a pig's head. It looks like a Halloween mask.
Poke his eye.
Now the thing is,
It does look like somebody's in it.
Todd, go poke his eyeball.
what can we do with it is the thing.
Open the
I'll
mouth.
tell you what we can do
Teeth
with
in
it.
there? Open the mouth.
How about we do
You
this?
want to do a Godfather on somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on our general manager's desk and demand a raise.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Crash. Go do it.
Give it to me. I'll go stick it on his desk.
I'll tell
Open
you
the
what we-
mouth. Are the teeth still in there?
Put it in the break room. See which engineer eats it first.
Put it in the fridge and see. Hey, put it in the fridge and see if our den mother, Laura,
Look, Jimmy's
clears
opening
it
the
out.
mouth. Teeth?
What are you doing to it, Jimmy?
Are there
Trying to
teeth?
open its mouth. Yeah, the teeth are still in there.
Oh
You're
my
gonna-
God!
Jimmy,
Look,
you're
the
gonna
jaws
puncture-
clamped shut.
You're gonna puncture the
Yeah, I
bag.
don't want to puncture it. What if we did like a contest where we had like 5 pig's heads, okay, and each one was measured, to the ounce, and then whoever could eat the most of their pig head by within an hour would win.
That's
the
just
Well, don't you have to
disgusting.
cook it?
I don't know.
Well, I would imagine eating raw pork is not good for you.
By the way, you telling me this doesn't want to make you become a vegetarian after looking at the head of a pig lopped off like that?
No.
It's just
In fact, I'm kind of hungry now.
Steve,
Hey, I was just calling, that pig's head, what you do is you bust open that jaw and you take the jaw meat and you put it into a processor, and that's how you make fresh sausage. We get a couple pigs every year in December and January. We kill them up and we make the fresh sausage and bacon out of the belly and all that. So that's how you get some fresh sausage out of the jaw meat.
Jaw meat? What exactly is the jaw meat? Like just the entire...
Bust that jaw open and you'll see a bunch of fat and meat there. And you can even take the bottom portion of the brain.
And you've
you
done
blend
this?
it in and you mash it in one of those food processors. And when it comes out, it's all mixed in. And that's
You've done this? You've done this, Steve?
twice a year.
We've done it every year for the last couple of years.
Yuck.
That's
Okay.
where you get that sweet tasting sausage.
I like how he says he kills them up real good.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Fills them up, really.
Yeah.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
What's up?
Well, I guess somebody already called, but I don't know if you know how to make hog's head cheese. You just put the head in a giant pot and you boil it. And then the bubbles on the top are what make the cheese.
That sounds good.
Sounds
Yummy.
appetizing.
Jimmy, hang on to that because that Texas plays Arkansas' second game of the year. I could put that on a spear and just walk on into the stadium.
Yeah, that's
Hell
right.
yeah, hogs going down.
There is nothing that I could see on this pig's head that even remotely looks like it would be edible.
I had a few cheese bubbles earlier, Todd.
I mean, this looks. Go to
Brent.
Brent.
I'm
Yeah.
getting sick to my stomach.
Brent.
It's Morning X.
Yeah, what's up,
How
Brent?
you doing?
Hey, you know the Cajun people, what they do is they have a meal called boudin. It looks like a big piece of sausage. What they do is they use every part of the pig, they stuff it in the piece of sausage, they use the pig intestine for the lining. They put rice in there and a bunch of spices, and it's actually surprisingly really good.
Jimmy, how did you get in the building with that thing without anyone noticing
I
you?
know you brought that in your bag this morning.
Well, you know what? I put it in a plastic bag, and I put it in Calandro's room, and I put it under a blanket. And I said, "Do not go in here." The thing sat in my car overnight. I'm kind of surprised it didn't stink up the thing.
It's stinking up the room now.
Well,
Thanks,
now
Brent.
it's getting a little kind of rank.
Yeah, get rid of it. Can you put it in? Go put it in the break room. Just leave it in there.
I was thinking of doing that, But then I thought, I'm sure that I'd be violating some kind of code.
It's your lunch. You brought your lunch.
Yeah, I'm sure that there'd be some type of harassment involved.
This coming from a guy who a few years ago wanted to bring a horse up into our lobby.
Who did.
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, but it was live. It wasn't the horse's head. They have at the International Farmers Market, they've got one whole tray of just cow's legs. But, I mean, it's just like the cow. They chopped off the cow's leg and they put it in the freezer with the hoof and everything.
That's a pretty big piece of meat, too.
Sounds appetizing.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's disgusting. Absolutely
Everyone's
vile.
saying stews and soups.
Todd, let's just take it out of the bag and put it in the microwave and leave it.
Just go put it in the fridge, Todd. That's just foul. Get out.
Right.
Please take it away.
Yeah,
Look at his snout.
I'm leaving. No, we're leaving it in here for 10
The
to 2.
Steve Show.
There you go. Give it to
Actually,
Steve.
you know what I'm gonna do?
Bring it back in here then.
Put it under the table so that he won't immediately notice it.
Down here?
Yeah, he won't immediately.
I think he will notice it right out.
He
Stinks.
won't.
Because if you're standing up, you can see it.
The Steve Show and a pig's
Jimmy,
head.
thanks for show and tell this morning.
There
Really
you go.
appreciate that.
All right.
The best of the Morning X. 99.9.